What's up?
Ayo.
We went to Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
We're bumping this episode up in the queue because it's current events. We are recording this May 2nd.
Yes.
Free Comic Book Day.
Yep.
We went to Free Comics, and Spencer spent a lot of money on comics.
Not a lot of money.
Was it three figures?
It's mind your business.
I bought one book club book, actually.
Yeah.
I don't need any. I don't have room. I got room for the comics. Then we went to the bookstore and walked around and did stuff, and I went in the bathroom and
You got a coffee?
ruined it. I didn't ruin the bathroom. It was already ruined.
Well, yeah.
It's gross.
It's a Barnes & Noble bathroom.
It was absolutely revolting in there. Yeah, I got the high octane coffee at the Starbucks, and that's it. We're pretty good. But I got better news.
Yeah.
Better news, Spencer.
Okay.
We just got our copies. I'm gonna pick it up.
Oh, so they can see it.
Yeah, so they can see it. We just got our copies in the mail. My Friends in Hell, a horror anthology curated by A.D. Jones. You know who's in this book?
Tell them.
There's a lot of names. I'm not
Yeah.
going to read all the names. You know why I'm not going to? Because I'm lazy.
Mm.
But I will read this. Number 3 story. The third story in this collection is For the Views by Caleb James K.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where you're at in this. Page 251. Dearly Discarded by Spencer W. Church. That's right. We're both in this book.
Yes.
We are in a book together for once, so now when people have us sign it, we could both sign it.
Yeah.
And then we can measure wieners.
Yeah.
So you folks can go on Amazon and buy that if you want.
It's available now.
It is available now, and it is worth it because there's actually a lot of quality writers in this. There's a lot of people doing way more impressive things than we are.
And we know we talked about this before. This because sometimes when you're in anthologies, you might read another couple stories just to see how they stack up. But I will probably read more because I'm gonna reread my story, read your story because I never actually got to see the end of your story for this.
Yeah, you didn't read the whole thing.
But read Jones' stories. Gonna read Stevenson's story. Is there a couple other people that we know out for the?
I mean, I know them, but I don't know if you know them. Also, we were going to have A.D. Jones on yesterday, but I forgot that it was my 5-year wedding anniversary, so I actually booked him to come on for a special episode, and then I had to cancel right away. So I am a dummy, and now...
Almost immediately after booking him, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly when he'll come on, but I would still like him to come on to talk about this. As far as people you would know... Because most of these people were from the horoscope stuff, so you were not in the horoscope stuff because you weren't a writer back then. You were just a wannabe.
I was bad.
You're bad?
Yeah.
You're bad at writing or just bad?
Both.
You made that sound like you were
bad.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't think you've read, let's put it that way,
right,
any of the other people's work on here. You might have, did you read the entirety of the Violent Advents I was in?
No.
Did you read more than one story in that?
Yeah, I read a couple because we were doing it for the book of the month or something.
Right, so you might have, you probably read some of the people in here then. There's a couple I haven't read on here, so I will go through the list because we don't have anything to really talk about. Featured stories from Spencer Church. Guy's a dickhead.
Yes.
That's what I heard, allegedly.
Yeah.
Or as we... Side note, when we were in Barnes & Noble, this is a stupid digression. So in the banned books list, there was Old Man in the Sea. They have a banned books table. I was like, what the fuck could Old Man in the Sea have been banned for? So one, depictions of violence featuring fish.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why that would be banned for that, but maybe they were more sensitive to... In a country that had the whaling industry so prevalent and from Moby Dick on, they're really upset about fishing, I guess. But the main reason it seemed to have gotten banned was accusations of profanity. What does that mean? It's we didn't read Old Man in the Sea, but we're assuming he used some saucy language, so it's banned.
And we won't like it.
How do you get accused of profanity but never proven to be profane? What does that fucking mean? Or did he have... Because I think there's some Spanish in there, so maybe they were like, we can't read that.
Is that curse? Is that cursing?
It must be Spanish curse words. Anyways, featuring stories from Spencer Church, Curtis Curry. I'm going to fuck up some of these names, by the way. Curtis Currio, I don't know. Elena K. Drex, I don't know. Jack Finn, I don't know. Ellis Hart, I don't know. Amber Hathaway, I've read some of her stories, and she actually, I think we mentioned her novel, Pretty Little Flowers, when we did Indie Shout Out Day or whatever that was. So she's good. Willie R. Heredia, I don't know. Jason A. Jones had that really fun, I forget the name of it. sleigh ride story or something in the Violent
Oh,
Advents.
okay.
It was the one. It was like real ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite stories in that. Caleb James K. All I know about him is he has a really sexy mustache.
Yeah.
V.S. Lawrence. I think I've read some of the stories, but I can't remember. Lance Lute. I like the name.
That is a good name.
I don't know Lance Lute. T.M. Loon or Lun. I read some of those. Again, some of these I think I just read in Violent Advents maybe, but I don't remember because a lot of these people were in the horoscopes with me, but I didn't read all the stories in those. We got a Dave Musson. I don't know. Isaac Nightingale. I read some of his stories and they're good. Charlie Nightshade. I feel like I should know, but I don't think I do. Joey Powell. She writes the which I thought she wrote, or no, not Joey Powell. I'm thinking of RJ Powell. Joey Powell did the. He runs Mad Axe Media.
Okay.
That did My House of Shit story.
Oh, all right.
Curse Rooms.
Yeah.
Room, whatever. He did that, so I read some of his stories. He's good. RJ Powell is the one who did like Dollface and like all the really. She does all the splatterpunk stuff.
Okay.
I actually haven't read her stuff, I don't think, unless she had a short story and something I might have read. GM Ray, I'm not sure who that is. E.H. Reagan, I got her Remnants. It was a short story collection, and I've read some of her stuff. You were in Halloween Remains. With her,
Was she in that too?
Yeah, because she was published by Siren's
Call.
Siren's Call. She's the reason I submitted to Siren's Call because I didn't know what it was until she got published in it. But so she was in Halloween Remains with us. Hayden Robinson, I read some of his stories. He's been in a bunch of things with me. Bethany Russo, same. L. Stevenson, we've done his books on here and all kinds of stuff. Camille Voss, I've read some of those stories. And David Washburn, I read some of his stories as well. So there's some quality people didn't complete disservice to. But very good writers, and I think people will definitely find something to enjoy in this collection.
And when it's only like $16-17, like something like that, so
for 25 stories, I mean, come on.
That's not too bad.
Come on. Be like that creepy guy with the mustache I see on Instagram all the time. Come on. So if you folks want to do us a solid, you can buy that. Say we sent you there.
Right.
It does nothing for anybody, but you could just say it. But I think you'll enjoy it. My story is about some two YouTubers who are making a video exploring an abandoned church, very old church, and some gross stuff ensues. They find a cult. Let's put it that way, a dead cult, undead cult. They're gross. I use the word pus in it.
Yeah, nice.
Also, I do some liminal space stuff because they go in a hallway that seems to stretch forever, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It was an odd story, but I like it enough. Not my favorite story, but I think people will enjoy it. And that's the thing. Is like stories like that I write that I'm not a huge fan. Like I'm like, those are the ones that people like the most.
That's normally how it goes.
Yeah. And your story
is about two friends who
shut the front door.
Shut the front door.
There is a scene where somebody shuts the door.
Yeah. It's about two friends who help another one, or about a friend that helps another friend
out of a sticky situation.
Yeah, out of a sticky situation.
And then it gets stickier.
Yeah.
Moida. There might be Moida.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say a horror anthology is going to have murder.
Yeah. That's probably easy to say.
Sorry, I'm just checking out these pictures Bryce just sent me of his car accident he got into. We just were hanging out with him at Barnes & Noble, and he got in a car accident.
Oh, jeez.
So, fuck it. Why not? On air. Then I can put it in the description, and he'll listen to the episode. So he sent me a picture. Old dude turned left into oncoming traffic and flew into me. And it's just a lot of pictures of this shitty accident he got into. Doesn't look like much damage.
Well, that's good. Hopefully.
Look, never mind. That guy got fucked.
Oh, wow.
It looked like, or is that Bryce's car? No, I think Bryce is the smaller car. Or is that somebody else who got fucked? Regardless, serious situation.
Hopefully he's not too hurt.
Hope nobody was injured. I'd be pissed off. Jesus. Yeah, guy's airbag. So anyway, folks, that's a thing that just happened. Update.
Breaking news?
Yeah, breaking news for once. Today's episode, it's going to be a DBS. We're just going to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got shopping and stuff to do. So anyway, folks.
We're going to be almost done.
Yeah, stick around. You are listening to the Drunken Pen Ready Podcast. I'm your host.
Podcast.
I'm your host. I'm the host of the butts.
With the most butts.
Most butts. I'm your host, Caleb James. With me, as always, Spencer, the Danish Dookie Dissector Church.
Oh.
That was the name you were going to be if Jones came on. So
I feel like he would have liked that.
maybe. Do they use Dookie over there?
I think even if they don't use it, but they probably know what it is.
Oh, yeah. What do English people use for poop? Like as
Shot.
a word? Shat.
Shout or shat.
Shat. Anything else? Just shat? Can't be just shat. Poo, maybe?
Isn't it like what's like
Bollocks is balls.
Is that what bollocks is?
Yeah, let me look up. That's important. I think that's what do English people call poop? What do Brits? I'll say Brits.
Fanny farts. Fanny droppings.
No.
Shaves in 2 bits.
Shut up. Just shut up. British slang for poop includes common terms like poo, doing a poo, crap, shite.
Yeah.
Shite. British Irish variant. Turd, dump, and muck.
Kind of like muck.
You know what I like? Human soil. I like when people say human soil.
I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that.
Very clinical. Serial killers use that fucking phrasing.
I'm going to need your human soil before I kill you.
Ooh, I got human soil under my fingernails. I was chewing them and it tasted bad.
It was a one ply and I have human soil under my fingernail.
So Spencer W. Church, who's now published in multiple things.
Yeah, technically, I suppose.
What are you reading? You just finished Piercing by Ryu Murakami.
I literally just finished that yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to just go right into Audition by...
Yeah, Audition.
Audition.
So
Right.
that'd be pretty wild just to read 3 back-to-back Murakami books.
Yeah, it is a little... though I do feel like since they're smaller books and I've already read Coin Locker Baby,
It's easier.
it is a little bit easier.
Literally all 3 of those books are probably smaller than Coin Locker Babies, like put together.
Definitely, but I'm just even talking about like because like there's some fucked up shit that happened in the miso soup in Piercing, and I've heard that Audition is fucked up. But does any of it top the shit that happened in Coin Locker Baby? Like
Audition is very much like the other 2, where it's like a lot of just, like almost not necessarily like a normal story, but it's not until the end where it's like, oh, this is getting fucking weird. It's more like just there's a tension in the air.
I mean, he does do good with that.
Yeah,
of
like
having
like the whole book, you're thinking, is he gonna fucking poke a baby? Like, is he gonna?
Yeah, and then why is there a rabbit on the cover? Is it because they thought it would be better than having like a big needle go towards a baby? Is that it?
I think they just couldn't do it.
And then like, what's the next best thing other than a baby? Like a rabbit? Like a little rabbit?
I would use kitten. Actually, if I wanted to sell books, I'd use eyeball. Like an eyeball. But I'm pretty sure, because I remember when Jones was on the podcast, he told us he read a short story or something that was like pretty famous about like the whole story is a needle getting closer to a guy's eye.
Oh, yeah.
I forget who it was.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, but I can't remember.
Yeah, but Piercing was rough just because like because the way he kept describing like what it'd be like to poke through like somebody's stomach, it was always like in the stomach or something, and like going into the organs and
I didn't necessarily like the characters as much as I did in Miso Soup. I ended up like really liking Frank, even though that he's a fucking sick serial killer. But like, and I'm not gonna try to say the guy's name because it's
I don't remember it.
Yeah, but like I really ended up like liking those 2 characters and like how they interacted and stuff. But I do like in Piercing, whenever, to try not to spoil it too much, but whenever he goes in whenever another character gets introduced,
they're more fucked up than he is.
But also within the story, because then whenever these 2 characters meet, the point of view of the story will change sometimes from paragraph to paragraph between the 2 characters, and of like what just happened too. Like what we get through the main character's eyes and then through like the other character's eyes. And I thought that was a pretty cool, like interesting thing. I just feel like the ending didn't really land on that one.
Yeah, Audition has a better ending, but it's pretty rough as well. That's when it's like, you should probably watch the movie after. Though I will say, like, I like the book better than the movie.
Now, is the movie Japanese as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a Japanese movie, if it was like like an American movie, that they read.
It's just I might have even read like the subtitled one.
Okay.
I mean, watched the subtitled one. I don't even know if
that'd probably be the most accurate, I would think.
So
yeah, so like I don't think I'm gonna try to read like any other like prose before I read Audition. I just think I might try to like maybe like read a couple trades and stuff, just as a a palate cleanser before, because again, Audition's only like 190 pages or something, so it's not gonna, whenever I do start it shouldn't take too long to to get through it.
Yeah, I wish I could read anything else right now. Before we go on to my bullshit, you are gonna read also this year what was the name of that other Japanese book? 5 Murders.
Oh, the Man Who Died 5 Times.
You remember the author?
No. Even if I could remember it, I wouldn't be able to fucking say it.
Yeah. So that's a good chunk of Japanese authors.
Well, then also we're talking about if we read Q&A 4.
Yeah, so it's just year Japan for you.
And then because I was also going to try to squeeze in that last of that trilogy of Haru Murakami.
The Wild Sheep Chase.
Yeah, I figured I'd try to squeeze that in before 1QA4 too. So yeah, it's a very, very Japanese-y year so far.
That's interesting. I wish I could be reading some Japanese novels.
But at least with because all the Haru Murakami stuff has been pretty short.
Yeah, he doesn't. Other than Coin Locker Babies, his work is usually pretty digestible. Yeah, I'm still working. I'm like halfway through Gravity's Rainbow. It's fucking bullshit.
And it's taking you is it taking you longer? Do you remember because you had like a pace you were trying to keep to like a time frame?
As of today, Saturday, I wanted to be at 400 pages. Like I was trying to do 100 pages a week, and I'm only at like 350 or something. It's just one of those ones where it's just, I don't know, it's daunting in a way where it's not like I'm in some weird African section now where it's just like all like villagers in Africa, but they're underground. It's like, I don't know what the fuck's happening at all.
I'd say this is the Man Who Died 5 Times. If you want to, you know some Japanese, you might be able to.
Yeah, that looks good. Yasuhiko Nishizawa. It's as close as I'm gonna get.
Better than anything that I would have been able to do.
Choking on dog farts back here too.
You love it.
He literally just sat down and fucking went. Yeah, that's good. I might have to check that out. The problem is, so Gravity's Rainbow is hot dog shit, but am I stepping on you? What is that? Oh, that's a fucking charger. I was stepping on my dog. So Gravity's Rainbow is bullshit, but I'm gonna finish it because I'm already halfway through. But I really, really want to read what is it, Ham on Rye by Bukowski?
Yeah,
because when we were in the bookstore when I picked it up, like I just flipped through it.
That's your light at the end of the tunnel that you're just trying to get to.
Because it's so fucking stupid. like Pulp was so dumb. I was like, I really, really want to read something stupid now. I'm sick of this smart fiction.
Yeah,
because I think the smart fiction is stupider than dumb fiction.
So out of like the challenging books and stuff that you've read, the past few years, would you say Gravity Rainbow is like one of the ones you enjoyed the least?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. It's just one of the ones I definitely wouldn't want to revisit. I mean, I have to see how the ending is, but it's not.
Well, remember before you said this is something that you wouldn't even recommend to somebody.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend, because I don't think anybody will enjoy it. Unless you just like really, like I said, I like the writing, but unless you, I don't see anything really that redeemable about it. I don't see any. It's not that I'm not liking it. It's just one of those things where it's like I couldn't recommend this to somebody because who wants to read something they're not going to understand?
Yeah, that's if you're like somebody who likes to smell their own farts or something.
Yeah, like if somebody was like, "Oh, I want a challenging book," this wouldn't even be the first one I would pick, because it was like, well, it's just challenging, and then there's just, oh, I just can't understand the plot because there is no fucking plot. Like that's dumb. Like at Ulysses, there's a plot. You can, it's the challenge is the language and the way it's written. The challenge of this book is just getting through it because it doesn't, like, there's no linear. It doesn't even have to be that there's no linear story. It's just like there's no point. I don't see a point to it.
Yeah. Because
even if you were able to dissect this book in a way, which many people have, where it's like, okay, this is what it's about and stuff. It's just about a guy getting boners because of rockets. Like, what's the fucking story there? What's the theme there? Like, what's the point of that?
No, because I know one of the things you always talk about is, like, it's like, you get these random characters that will show up and disappear and come, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Now, do you like any of those I know, like you said before, like it's been like written well, but do you like when you get like a little like sliver or scene of like that stuff? Is it like, are you at least enjoying that, and then it goes back to burner rockets and then stuff, or is it just like all just
Well, like sucking turds out of butts and stuff is what's keeping me going.
Yeah.
Because that stuff comes up, and like some of the characters are interesting. The problem is, even if you like a character, you're probably never going to see him again, or
Right.
maybe I will 500 pages later.
Except the boner guy, right?
Yeah.
I would assume that he's the main guy, right? If there is a main guy.
As close as you can get to a main guy. So here, I looked up, why do people like Gravity's Rainbow?
Okay.
This will make you not want to read it, I can tell you. People admire Gravity's Rainbow for its immense encyclopedic complexity, blending highbrow literary prowess with lowbrow comedy, paranoia, and historical satire. And now most of this book is about paranoia.
Okay.
And I think the paranoia is supposed to come from whenever the rocket's going to come. But that doesn't sound exciting to me. I don't know why that's exciting.
It doesn't give you boners?
No. Set at the end of World War II, it is hailed as a profound, albeit challenging, postmodern masterpiece that explores themes of control, technology, and capitalism. So fans and critics appreciate the book for several key reasons. Immersion and world building. It creates a unique metaphysical postmodern landscape that is both overwhelming and rewarding for the reader. Paranoia and control. It masterfully explores themes of conspiracies and the struggle between forces of power and the counterforce. A verbal stew. Readers enjoy Pynchon's unique prose style, which seamlessly blends technical jargon, scholarly references, and absurd humor. Historical exploration. It serves as a deeply historical novel that offers a critical look at the dark dystopian energies behind Western history. And difficulty as reward. The sheer complexity, while often intimidating, creates a sense of achievement in a devoted, tight-knit community. It's people that read it, and if they were able to read the whole thing, they're like, yeah, I did it. And that makes them feel good. And then because they did that, they have to pretend it's the greatest book ever. I, having read that, want to ask you, did any of that make you go, oh, yeah, that's a book I want to read, or even understand that?
No, because that was just fucking words.
Just word salad, yeah.
Super salad or vomit of just like, I'm just gonna, what I probably assume the book is like, I was like, I'm just gonna put words together.
When you can't explain even like that, can't even explain anything about it, what's the point?
Now, it talks about the humor. Do you think the humor is funny?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things in it that I do like that it keeps me going, but the problem is like, okay, you get a part here that's funny or interesting, but then you're never going to revisit it, it seems like, or like it doesn't mean anything. It's like normally you have scenes in a book, that scene means something to the progression of the book. In this book, it seems like you'll have a scene that's unrelated to anything and doesn't matter.
Since you're about halfway through, a little bit over halfway through, are you considering up there, because it's always up there on like the hardest to read? Do you feel like it's hard to read, or is it just like monotonous to read? Like,
it's not hard to read, it's impossible to understand.
Okay,
maybe not impossible, but for me, I find it impossible to understand because I don't think it's meant to be understood. That's the problem. Again, like the writing itself, like you can understand what's happening while it's happening. It's like okay, put it this way, I'll explain it like this. You're walking through a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to check in, and you see what you think is your room, but it turns out it's not your room, but you didn't realize because you're drunk or something,
Yeah.
That's even better. You're drunk or fucked up on drugs or something, so you're not even in the right state of mind. And the door's slightly ajar, and you push it open, and you walk in on, I don't know, a guy fucking someone else dressed as a orangutan or something, something fucking weird. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If you just walk in on that scene like, wow, this is interesting, this is strange, but it has no bearing on anything, like you didn't go to your room, and if you just read a scene that's like that, but doesn't have to do with anything, it doesn't make sense. Like,
right,
it's just like, okay, that's interesting, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything, and there's no importance there. Unless the main character who walks into the hotel room, that changes something in their life, or changes, the progression of what they're like, oh, they're heading to their hotel, but now they're not going to, or their room, they're not going to go to the room now because now they have to investigate this, or, this is going to cause something. But what if it doesn't cause anything? What if it's just something they saw has nothing to do with anything, and then we just skip to fucking a completely another character in another part of the world, and then they're going through something weird. Like, it just doesn't mean anything.
So because like it's always up there for like hard book, and like I haven't seen people put up there as like books you should read or like like good books. Would you put it up there with that? Like,
no, I don't think this is an important book.
No, like
I just don't.
Like, you think somebody could go their whole life without reading this book and wouldn't miss out on anything?
I think if you lived 100 lifetimes and were able to read most of the fiction that has been written, you don't need to read this book.
That's a damning statement.
It has a cool name, and that's where that's the end.
It is a good name.
Gravity's Rainbow is a cool name, but I don't think anything in it.
And it had you with, getting boners at rockets.
But again, what's the point?
Yeah.
The paranoia is like, oh, I keep getting boners. That's how I know a rocket's coming, and that makes me kind of scared. But it's like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, you could.
Oh, so it can even be like whenever, because when you said, I just always assume like he's on like some kind of base, and whenever the rockets go, so it can even be like rockets coming towards him too. Also gives him a hard on.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know.
Who cares? I don't fucking know.
That's like an early warning system.
Well, that's what they're trying to use them as. Or maybe they were. I don't know. I'm at the point now where I think the war's over.
Okay.
So I don't even know what the fuck they're still talking about rockets for. It seems stupid, and it is stupid. But anyway, after this, like I said, I want to read the Bukowski as like a palate cleanser. And then what was I going to read after that? So I want to read that Train Dreams and Between Two Fires. But, I got to read My Friends from Hell probably.
Right, yeah.
Probably read some of that. And then Finnegan's Wake.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nonsense.
So
which will be another book I could already tell I would never recommend to anybody to read.
So is like QA4 going to probably actually be closer to like the end of the year, maybe next year?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I want to say I could go through Finnegan's Wake faster because I won't even try to understand it. That's the problem with Gravity's Rainbow is like you can understand the writing. So you can at least understand what's going on at the time. So your brain's trying to piece together things. Also, I really want to read more Cormac McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. You got those couple you still have to finish.
Yeah, I want to read more Cormac McCarthy and read things. And remember, I wanted to reread Blood Meridian and do it justice at the time.
Well, and I also just thought because like those, like, Gravity's Rainbow is not like a huge book, but it's still like 600 pages. I assume the other one's pretty big too, right? Odysseus or
Finnegan's Wake.
Finnegan's Wake.
Gravity's Rainbow is about 800 pages.
Oh.
Finnegan's Wake is like 4 or 5. I think it's closer to 5. I want to say, but it's all nonsense.
So I just didn't even know if you would want to try to do another even like big thing like Q&A for like this year.
I feel like after reading all this stuff, like Haruki Murakami, I would fucking fly
through. Yeah.
Even if it was one I haven't read before, I'd just fucking zip right through it. Because when I read like Bukowski, when I remember between what was the last hard book I just read? Fuck, it wasn't Gravity's Rainbow. It was before Gravity's Rainbow. Did I read something challenging, or was that the challenging? Oh, Brothers Karamazov.
Right.
So I read Brothers Karamazov, and I just like read 10 novels between. Like I read a whole bunch of shit right between that and Gravity's Rainbow in like a month or two.
Yeah, honestly, even you like that one.
Yeah, I really like Brothers Karamazov. That was one of my all-time favorite books. I see why that's though I still like, because that's the big thing is people was like, now Brother Karamazov, that's where it's at. And I was like, I think I like the Crime and Punishment more.
Right?
Yeah. The Brothers Karamazov, the Russians were too over the top. It was too long. That was my problem with it. I think it was just, there's too much going on. It was good, but it was too fucking long. So anyway, that's good enough. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you have to edit.
Yeah, I like that. So anyway, folks, if you like this, I don't know why you wouldn't. You can check us out at DPW Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and other things. I don't know. We'll have a post up for the books. I'm going to do that right after this, actually. If you want to check us out on the Instagram, I'm at Caleb James 1986. What is Spencer? Spencer Church 69.
Yep.
Licking butts. That's what he does. You can check me out, calebjamesk.com, where I will be in stuff. Oh, I forgot this in the announcement. I'm in Starlight, next Starlight.
Mm-hmm.
I got accepted, and I am announcing it because they announced it already.
And I know you posted, but you said Chill Magazine on.
Oh yeah, I got accepted into Chill Magazine again too.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you said that on the podcast, and I know you posted about it, but I couldn't remember if you said anything on the podcast about it.
And as of now, right now, when this episode drops, you can get me at PA Bards. I'm just redoing last year. I'm in an anthology that I was invited into from the horoscope people. Not done by the horoscope, but with other horoscope members. So I'm in that because last year was Violent Advents by Stevenson. This one's A.D. Jones's the Friends in Hell. I'm in Starlight again, the exact same summer.
Yeah.
The summer issue. And I'm in the Chill Magazine summer issue again, or whatever it is. Like, what? I'm redo. I just need to get in Dark Home Publishing one more time. Anyway, you can check us out and do all that stuff. Say hi. And we hope you enjoy your week. We never do that. Never tell them to enjoy stuff. So enjoy that. Oh, that's it. Spencer's OnlyFans. He's in Denmark, and he's dissecting dookies.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Yeah.
Precision tools or just...
digging in.
Digging in. What kind of dookie? Who's dookies? What dookies?
Denmark dookies.
From the Danish people?
Yeah.
Ew. Sneaking in their house. So anyway, we'll check you out next week.